Parked you right in front of the Nine Worlds Tavern. Best stock beer in the city. Not a bad place to ask around and find one of the locals. Let me park the jet and you can find me at the tavern later when you're ready for another hunt.
This is SSC headquarters for Trier.
Live from Cairo, where the headmaster of a Tarsus Academy has been taken into SSC custody.
I wish I had more target practice.
Parents are in an uproar over the discovery that Silas Archer was actually a member of the fanatic anti-biomodification group, the Knights Templar. He has been working undercover at the school with designs on a number of the top students. Apparently, he had orders to murder these children. Fortunately, his plan was uncovered in time.
After all the equipment is wrecked and stored in the name of preserving the natural order, I do not understand why the WTO would agree to a summit with these freaks.
The Order is not so aggressive in other cities. This Saman just went extreme on them.
Her Holiness comes to Trier to make... Not now, friend. We are discussing the crisis. The Panzerworks factory has erupted into a riot and the violence is spreading.
What's the situation right now?
The city's under martial law, but the attacks on Seekers continue.
The WTO and Order have long been at odds. Why the sudden flare-up in Trier?
We've been trying to persuade Panzerworks to stop polluting this region and restore to nature what is rightfully hers.
But don't the locals depend on the factory for jobs?
We can have jobs and sustainability at the same time. We tried to make this point in our peaceful protests, according to Luminon Saman's orders.
Didn't these protests end up shutting down the factory several times?
Some machines were damaged, but no living beings were harmed.
Still, vandalism's a crime, right?
Only if preceded by an impure motivation. However, since Saman's tactics were not working, Her Holiness came to Trier to try and reach some form of truce. Now we have no idea where she is.
Really? Maybe I should look into this.
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone, strictly enforced since the riots.
So you want me to disarm in the middle of a war zone?
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation procedure before entry. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecode, which will effectively freeze all your weapons. Sensors at the exit will automatically reactivate everything you're carrying when you leave.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on in.
Alex D. A welcome encounter.
How's the search coming?
I've made some discoveries. I think I'm finally in the right place.
What's the passenger's name?
My instructions forbid me to say.
Maybe I could help if I knew who it was.
You've been very helpful already. My computer analyzed the transceiver in your temporal bone and found some interesting data files.
Those are encrypted files.
I found the key some time ago. I will be using your eyes and ears to gather more data. As compensation, if you need a pilot for any reason, I will be available.
I don't like being spied on.
Your notions of privacy are old-fashioned. It was a love of privacy that brought on the collapse. A love of secrets, plans, and personal possessions.
I still don't like being spied on.
Perhaps I'm too aggressive, but a society in which everyone understands everyone else is something I think we all should strive for.
How about I bug your chopper and make this learning process go both ways?
Very soon we will be connected. A great advance will change what it means to be human, and there will be no further need to conceal information. But that world is not yet here. My chopper is ready when you are.
I'll check back when I need a pilot.
Alex D, you're the last one to arrive. I suppose that, like the others, you're after my laboratory in the gateway to J.C. Denton.
Your tracer, Tong.
I see that Dr. Nassif didn't exaggerate about your mental acuity. Yes, I'm Tong. I suppose you will be wanting some answers. You may have already guessed that your true name is Alex Denton.
Dr. Nassif was telling the truth. I'm a clone of J.C. Denton.
With a few postnatal recombinations, yes. But our work has moved away from clones.
So this gateway, I can use it to find J.C. Denton?
Yes. Beneath the ruins of the Black Gate, J.C. constructed a portal to his secret base in Antarctica. Only descendants of the Denton cell line can go through. However, the facility is already in the hands of the Templars.
Did the Templars use the portal? How could they unless one of the other trainees...
Unless the Templars have already convinced one of you to go through the gate and murder J.C. Exactly. At a minimum, they have a highly placed spy who has torn apart our organization, starting with Chicago.
What else do you know about this spy?
Whoever it is also helped the Templars kidnap Her Holiness during a meeting with the Panzerworks Union. They are holding her at the Blackgate Laboratory. I'm going to give you a code to a secret entrance, which is in a room on the second floor of the East Tower, 2521. Look for a keypad hidden behind some crates.
For all you know, I'm a Templar myself.
Then Apostle Corps has already lost everything. Rescue Her Holiness. Save the summit for the sake of both factions. They will help you against the Templars. You will need the help of the WTO and Order just a little while longer.
I understand.
Here's something to give you an edge. A biomod infusion. It isn't much, but it's all I managed to grab on my way out of the laboratory. The time is coming when you will have to choose sides, Alex.
Member of the Order. Are you with the summit?
Certainly not. I live here in Trier. Seekers here don't care very much for this notion of a summit.
Why not?
We have heard Luminan Saman's call for a return to scripture. In this shard, we read the scripture, the original word of Her Holiness. Not what she says for the camera today, or tomorrow, or 2 weeks ago.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? That's exactly the attitude that opens the door to tyranny in a free state. Remembering only what was said on the last talk show. What's the value of a free press when attention spans are so short?
I was just curious about the summit. Sorry to interrupt.
Her Holiness and Chairman Dumier are making a business deal. It may bring money, it may bring power, but it won't bring balance into the lives of ordinary people. If Her Holiness thinks she can put us all into a great pre-collapse wealth-making machine, she must think she's a god.
You sure you're locked up?
No, Guevara has been in my family for 3 generations. I've been locking up since I was a boy. You must be in town for this.
We're having a private conversation.
Already tossed back a few pints. May I say that I approve of your itinerary so far?
Glad you're enjoying yourself.
Tell you what,
I'll give you the Sloshed Flyer special. Any local hops you need during the next 24 hours, just 50% more than my usual rate. Can't beat that.
I guess that's a fair price. Here you go.
Where you headed?
Stay right here. I'll let you know.
Be coming down. How is it going?
Hello.
Samadhi.
Chairman Dumier of the WTO here. So you found that old fool, traitor Tong. I would like to know what you were talking about. Please report to the Trier SSC station. It's at the end of the block, on your left as you enter the main square.
Going to be. Oh no!
Oh, got hit!
What's your problem?
Very fun.
Never have jammed those actuators at Panzerworks and stolen that ship in the welders.
What's going on here?
We're about to show this guy what happens when you push Panzerwerks too far. Keep walking.
What did he do to you?
The Order steals our equipment to make us shut down the assembly line. His church has been doing this for months, and we are sick of it.
If I give you guys some money, will you leave this guy alone?
What? Are you his boyfriend? Let's see the money. Okay then. I guess we can find someone else.
I'm glad we found an agreeable solution. Thank you for saving me.
I heard that some of the striking workers broke into a meeting and kidnapped Her Holiness. Can you believe it?
Sorry. No access to the Black Gate without the proper clearance.
Is something going on?
Nah, it's just another part of the citywide lockdown, along with the curfews, to try to regain control after the riots broke out at Panzerworks.
How can I get the clearance to other parts of Trier?
Wish I could help. If you have a problem with the new policies, talk to someone at the SSC station across the square.
If anybody screwed up today, it was us. Security.
The commander can answer your questions.
Name and business, please.
Alex D. Who are you?
Vera Maxwell, Executive Commander for the SSC.
For Trier?
No, globally. We're taking these summit preparations very seriously. You and the other delegates will be able to conduct your business without any distractions.
I'd like to speak to the WTO chairman.
He informed me. The WTO chairman is in the interrogation room upstairs. Don't worry, no one's going to get interrogated. Just a safety precaution. You better listen to me.
I just wanted to give those organ things what they deserve.
I can handle this.
Tria is your home. Surely you must have some insight why they recruit Lady, Her Holiness. She is practically a patron saint in this district.
Poison! Oh! Oh, damn! The beggar!
Still breathing. Whoever did this can't be far.
Poison!
This guy made a big
I'll be
mistake.
okay. I think I'll be all right.
You certainly know how to make an entrance. What's with shooting up the SSZ station like this?
They ran the way.
Your cavalier attitude towards human life is disgusting. Nonetheless, you got the info we needed from Nassif in Cairo. For that, I'm giving you this extra biomod canister so that you might be a more effective operative. Try to use it more wisely than you've been using your current resources.
Thanks. Apostle Corps must be a pretty serious threat to be a concern to the director of the WTO.
I've been following the Apostle Corps investigation very closely. Your loyalty in this matter would be a great asset. However, we have a more pressing crisis. Her Holiness is missing, along with my security chief, Donna Morgan. By chance, was this on the agenda for your meeting with that old curmudgeon at the Nine Worlds?
Yes, I talked to Tracer Tong. He says that Her Holiness is being held by the Templars.
Interesting. Is he sure? We've noticed some Templar activity on the north side of town.
The Apostle Corps laboratory is underneath the Black Gate. That's where she's being held.
I'm glad you are willing to betray Tong's confidence.
He said I should get your help. Perhaps we all have a common enemy now.
Not likely. Tong always has an ulterior motive, at least where I am concerned. You have my authority to attempt to arrest you, but stay away from that old fool. He will lure you into the criminal underworld.
I'll keep that in mind.
Here's a key to the gate in the courtyard.
Anomaly threat identified.
Mr. Dumier will remain in the protected compartment.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Stop acting like a idiot. The order. Tree hooking fancies.
How are you?
Hello.
That riot was started by the workers, not the order.
The workers wanted protection bonus, but now they get nothing because...
I can tell you what happened to your lawsuit.
Who are you? Some PR man coming to talk me out of it? I will not give in. Pequod runs ads on the public terminal right across the street from my shop, and they don't even have a branch in Trier.
Is that illegal?
It's false advertising if the product doesn't exist, right? I would like to know why the authorities are ignoring this situation.
Pequods and QueeQuegs are owned by the same people. It's one company. I saw the proof in the SSC evidence room.
I don't understand.
You're suing your own company, and the owners don't want the truth to come out in court.
You mean all of this, my business, the competition with Pequods, it's all some sort of fabrication?
Well, it's not unusual for a company to promote more than one brand of a product.
Unbelievable. They've deceived millions, hundreds of millions of people. We can't let them get away with this. Thank you. You saved me the hassle of hiring any more lawyers. I hope you'll accept a small reward.
I suggest you report this to the media. Force the parent company to come clean.
I'll do it. They think they can trick me into serving their illegal scheme? The answer is no, my friend. The answer is no.
Good luck.
I have to live under...
I heard that the summit has been...
You must be private security for one of the factions. Not exactly. Who wants to know?
Name's David Kurzek. These are dangerous times.
Is this a sales pitch? Why don't you get to the punchline?
I think we both know what we're talking about. I'm a representative of the Omar black market. I can arrange a meeting if you wish.
I didn't know the Omar employed non-cyborgs.
Normally I'm just a supplier, but with the summit happening, they need a rep who doesn't draw a lot of attention. Go to the abandoned Kuro shop above the Nine Worlds Tavern, a place called Durbalatenda Robin. I'll let the Omar know they should expect a customer.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Hey, you left New Cairo without seeing me perform.
Sorry, I had some business to take care of in Trier.
Just don't stand me up again. It's not very nice. So, you must be here for the summit.
In a manner of speaking.
Coy boy, what's the matter? Don't like talking politics?
There's some things I like to keep my own counsel about.
Let's hang out again sometime.
Tracking infrared disturbance.
Is that right?
I can tell you what happened.
Who are you? Some PR?
Is that...
It's false advert...
Pequods and Queek...
I don't...
You're suing your own...
You mean all of...
Well, it's...
Unbelievable. They've deceived...
I suggest you report...
I'll do it.
Good luck.
I heard that the summit has been delayed.
Hi, I'm NG Red.
Sorry, I had...
Just don't stand me up again.
In a manner of...
Coy boy.
There's some things I'll...
You must be private.
Not exact.
Name's David Kurzek.
Is this a sales...
I think we both know what...
I didn't know that...
Normally I'm just a supplier, but with this...
What's going on? I'm leaving.
This has got to stop.
How are you?
Hey, sir.
Didn't I give you a key to the gate in the courtyard? Oh well, if you'd rather fight your way through a greasel mess, I guess I can't stop you.
The Nine Worlds isn't...
So you want me to...
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation.
I provide defense, should the need arise.
Yes. It appears QueeQueg has found us another customer.
Yeah, he told me where to find you.
And the Omar are grateful to you for your help in avoiding the Templar raid in Cairo.
I did what I had to do.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You are a welcome customer, having helped us in the past.
What are you selling?
I have a black market biomod canister. Enables non-piezo chem functionality. If you choose this item, we will direct you to a drop site for it after you have paid. Or you could take 3 scrambler grenades which produce viral electronic transmission that affect bots and temporarily switches their alliances. And I also have 5 multi-tools used to bypass security devices like keypads, cameras, and turrets, and to pick locks. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I'll take the multi-tools.
An excellent exchange.
Hang on. There's a Templar military bot on patrol near this sector. You may want to rethink travel in this area.
I can take care of myself. Why isn't SSC just getting rid of it?
We've got our hands full. Most of our guards are at headquarters providing security for the summit.
So you're just going to cede this territory?
We're waiting for reinforcements. You're free to proceed. We're just warning people to steer clear of that bot.
Anomaly detected.
The Skull of Sidon! I know you're the...
Just go ahead and try something.
This is for the call.
I'll avenge your death. You will be destroyed.
This is a workplace, gentlemen.
Stand ready.
Haven't seen equipment like that since before the collapse. Sneak up on me. Another casualty.
Those noises bode ill.
What? Is someone there? What is this nonsense?
Just go ahead and try something. I'm ready for you.
Another comrade lost. Your time on this earth is...
That's disquieting.
Let's do it!
I wonder what that is.
Anyone there?
I don't know where he is, but he better show up soon. The facility here is being raided by the Templars. So far we're holding our own, but I don't know how much longer that will last. This may be my last transmission.
Finally.
Just restored power to the experimental device on the lower level. Good, you're thinking ahead. But you'll have to come back later to bring it online. We don't know enough about it yet.
you Her Holiness? It's strange seeing you as just another person.
Yes, I'm just another ordinary human being like you. My name is Nicolette DuClare.
Chairman Dumier, the leader of your opposition, has taken a special interest in your safety.
The WTO wishes no harm to come to Her Holiness. This summit was to be an opportunity to soothe the tensions between our organizations and to root out the extremists causing trouble in Trier.
I'm impressed that you would protect the leader of your adversaries.
It's okay, Chief Morgan. We can tell him the truth.
The truth?
Alex, the WTO and Order are not as they seem. They are but different faces of the same organization, the Illuminati, an ancient secret society to which Chad and I are the heirs. My mother was the Illuminatus Beth DuClare. The WTO and Order are merely the tools Chad and I are presently using to elevate humanity to the next level.
I know, it's overwhelming. I've dedicated myself to the WTO only to find out it's just a myth they created.
If the WTO and Order aren't actually opposing entities, then what's the point of this summit?
The real opposition right now comes from the Templars, the militant anti-biomodification group. The summit was only a cover to justify our public presence in Trier. Our true goal was to investigate rumors of a Templar splinter cell within the Order.
And what did you find?
With the help of Agent Morgan, I learned that Lumenon Saman is the traitor. He has converted most of the Trier Shard to his extremist views, incited the riots, and has been stealing equipment from the Panzerworks factory.
Saman? He's behind this?
Yes, everything. My kidnapping, the disabling of the gate. He's taken a critical component from it, the sequencing module, to the Order Church in Rockstadt, where his group is headquartered. Once you get that module from him, you'll be able to use the gates.
Thank God she's all right. Thanks for taking down enough of those Templar outlaws to make it easy for my people to move in. Now let's follow up on what Her Holiness learned about Lumen and Saman. Go to the tavern and hire a pilot. If you would like a map of Saman's compound, report to the SSC station on your way across town.
Are you another of JC's gone bad? We do not like the last one's questions. She works with these intruders, and now she's gone through the gate to our home in Antarctica.
You must mean Billy and the Templars. I guess she's already passed through this way. Did she take any Templars with her?
No, just her. Only JC's can use the gate. Apostle Gore even had to bring this one the long way. That control was to keep us all safe. But now that woman has turned wrong.
What does Apostle Gore need creatures like you for?
We were a VersaLife experiment. Then JC came and helped us. This one is here, away from all the ice, to help with lab works. But then the Templars came.
I had nothing to do with the attack on this lab. I'm trying to get to JC myself. Can you tell me anything useful?
This one already told the other one from JC everything. Betrayal. This one was to be set free, but it was more lies and destruction. You must not betray. JC may be in danger already. Stop. Go away. Take the intruders with you.
Repairing wounds. Tissue viability restored.
Mr. Dumier sent me to safeguard Miss DuClare's return.
She's all yours.
Thank you. I will be assuming command of this facility. Her presence is no longer required.
Now that you know the WTO isn't what it seems, what are you going to do? Leave the organization?
I don't know. I'm still reeling from the shock. But somehow it's starting to make sense now.
Can you forgive them?
It does make me uneasy, finding out it's all a front. But I can also see what the Illuminati are trying to accomplish and why they must work in secret. I'll probably continue publicly working for the WTO, but with a new awareness of its true importance.
Report to Mr. Dumier.
I don't know what...
Leave me.
The WTO and Order are actually two branches of the same organization?
Precisely. We could never leave humanity as one monolithic force, at least not initially. The Illuminati have always worked in secret, and the WTO and Order are just two of our present facades.
But people dedicate their lives to these causes, and it turns out they're just your pawns?
Not at all. We are humankind's servants, not their puppeteers. We knew that human society could not respond to a single voice, so we engineered these organizations. With these fronts, we can optimally lead civilization toward a bright future.
Report to Mr. Dumier.
Saman really is a Templar?
Unfortunately, yes. He has taken the Order's respect for nature and warped it into fanaticism. His quest for purity is just a euphemism for the extermination of modified individuals.
Surely the Illuminati can deal with a few crackpots.
Don't underestimate the Templars. Saman has amassed a great deal of support and resources for his cause.
Leave me.
When were you planning on telling the public about the WTO and Order connections?
When the time is right. Right now, the general populace simply isn't ready for this kind of information. At this stage, we're only telling select individuals in the higher echelons of each organization.
Then why are you confiding this in me?
Because you're an extraordinary creation, Alex. We've been watching your progress for a long time, waiting for this moment. We work in secret only because it best serves our purpose.
Leave me.
I think these Templars are itching for a war.
Nothing to see here.
Impressive work taking down that bot.
This is SSC headquarters for Trier.
The commander can answer your questions.
followers haven't expelled you yet?
You can hardly criticize me after you've been injuring innocents by shooting up the SSC station.
At least I'm straightforward. Aren't you concerned what your disciples will do when they find out you've been lying to them?
Word is leaking out that Her Holiness and I have been secretly working together. I think we can spin that into diplomatic ties.
Or private negotiations. How does that sound, darling?
No need for people to have the perception that we started these organizations for some other purpose.
Unless somebody tells them.
I could tell them myself. They would think it was the same old story. The Illuminati secretly controlling the world. Who? Some might believe it, but everybody else would laugh in my face.
People want to believe certain things about their leaders. That's always been our key to power.
You said you had a map of the Templar compound.
Yes, of course. Here you are. Find the sequencing module. Go through the gateway to JC Sanctuary. We have our own interest in protecting JC Denton from the Templars.
I would think that you and Apostle Corps would be bitter enemies.
We are, but first the clam must give up its pearl. Good luck, Special Agent Denton. We will call on you when the time comes. In case you need a pilot to take you to the compound, the Nine Worlds Tavern is a good place to hire one.
Meanwhile, we have been accused of theft, which is...
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon...
So you want me to...
No, you've just got to consent to the stand...
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Time again for a talk bullet! In the bullseye today, Chairman Dumier of the WTO. Welcome, Chairman. I admire what you've done for the world community.
Hi, Brett.
You've proven once and for all that a sound economic infrastructure establishes confidence, trust, and a good life for everyone. Why demean yourself by negotiating with a religious cult?
Well, Her Holiness is a woman who...
I'm embarrassed for you, Chairman. Seriously, you're kneeling before con artists. I'm turning red. Look at me. I'm turning red just thinking about it.
I'm a diplomat, Brett. Her Holiness and I...
Take my advice and call the whole thing off. Encourage them and you just make the church into a bigger problem. Mark my words. I'm afraid that's all the time we have. A pleasure as always. This has been another Talk Bullet!
I provide defense, should...
The whole reason I joined the Order was...
Strangers welcome. Just don't make any speeches.
Ready to fly?
I need to go to the Raustadt area.
That's a pretty scabby part of town, mostly abandoned factories. The Order renovated the cathedral, but man, a lot of ways to end up dead in the Raustadt.
Precisely why I'm hiring you. You can handle a hostile insertion, right?
Handle it. Sid Black invented the term hostile insertion. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Got the thrusters cranked. This bird sings so loud now my head's ringing.
Probably the beer. Sure you can fly?
Bosh, let's rip.
I'm ready.
Lovely. I already scouted the area. Get ready for a tight squeeze on the ground.
Blessed be.
Like I said, a pretty scabby part of town. Pretty much abandoned except for the judge to the northwest. Maybe one of the spotters knows the area.
Someone's there.
I know you're there. You will contaminate humanity no more, you fiend!
For purity!
I will keep this area secure. You must have no idea who you're messing with. I'll find the person responsible for this violent attack. There's been a scuffle. Who's there?
What's that?
I guess you have to start somewhere.
What?
This is strange.
Is someone there?
Tracking infrared disturbance.
I'm on it. You're inside. Good. The sequencing module should be stored on Saman's private computer. More when you reach the Luminon's command area.
You aren't so special anymore, Denton. Maybe you remember Billy Adams.
Lumin Saman, where are you?
She's as much Denton as you, thanks to the Apostle Core infusions. I sent her through the teleporter to locate and kill JC.
And I'm right behind her.
About 3 hours behind, if my clock is right. I now know where the teleporter takes its passengers. My people are closing in on JC's sanctuary this very second.
Your enemies know who you are. You can't hide for long.
Little do you realize how vulnerable they will be if I can use JC's power against them. I can remain hidden long enough for Billy to complete her assignment. Then it will be your turn to hide.
Success imminent. Defensive process may be resistant. Target mining zone.
Tarsus tracking report 1242. Klara Sparks. She is naive but loyal. She's allied herself with the WTO, who placed her high in the ranks owing to her abilities. Intel suggests that Dumier has recognized her special abilities as well, and seems to be treating her as a special protege. She was last seen in Trier, dispatched for security for the Order WTO summit.
pilot outside and return to Trier. We're going to find out if this teleportation device really works.
What's that? Hello? Prepare to meet your fate!
Signal disruption. Intrusion unresolved. Organic detecting center.
Hey, are you one of the workers from that factory? Under the canal? My mom said to see if you need a message boy. We need the credits.
Sorry, I don't work there. You said it's a factory in the canal? What else do you know about it?
It's definitely a secret base of some kind. Guys in uniform moving in weird machines in the middle of the night. If you want to get in and check it out, I can tell you where all the guards are.
Sure, tell me about the guards. I have a map of the area and you could show me.
Okay, I'll mark where they are. Just give me enough credits for a doctor's visit. My mom's sick.
This isn't a scam, is it?
Honest, we really need the money.
Here's the money to mark the map.
Here you go. My mom said this map would get me in trouble. Boy, was she wrong.
Alex, stop. I have something to tell you about Chairman Dumier.
Yeah?
I can hardly believe it. He doesn't really work for the WTO. The whole organization is a sham.
I know.
You know? But he told me not to tell you. What's going on?
I'm not sure. He and Nicolette DuClare admitted everything to me. He wants me to go through the Apostle Corps teleporter that connects to J.C. Denton's sanctuary. Only the trainees can use it. Billy already went through on a mission for the Templars.
Billy, a Templar? Wow, am I the only one without a secret alliance?
Billy's been working for the Templars all along. She single-handedly brought down Apostle Corps and helped destroy her home city.
I could go through the teleporter too, right? I wonder why Chairman Dumier ordered me to stay here and secure the church.
Maybe you should follow me to Antarctica. Billy would hardly be a match for both of us.
I don't know. I think I'd better play it safe right now.
Are you sure?
Chairman Dumier is watching me very closely. I'd better stay behind. Besides, I still believe in the WTO, just not its leader.
Who's the foxy lady?
I don't think she's your type.
Staking out your turf, huh? Understood, compadre. Where to?
Back to downtown.
Well, fuel's burning.
Let's rip.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, but by the way, I'd like to clarify something about our contract.
What?
When I said 24 hours, I meant 24 hours minus my sleep time. I'm about ready to hit the sack.
First drop me near downtown.
Pleasure's mine. I never leave a bird in the woods. But that's a wrap. Even Sid Black needs rest.
Come to the tavern. I have more to tell you about JC's condition and why you are so important.
The Templars are one step ahead of us, but not for long. Repair the gate with the sequencing module. Find your long-lost older brother on the other side, then wait for my orders.
Cheerio. I'm booked until after the Saman, but maybe we'll fly again. I'll be around.
The Nine Worlds is a no.
So you want me to...
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Time again for a Tong bullet! In the bullseye today, Chairman Dumier of the WTO. Welcome, Chairman. I admire what you've done for the world community.
Hi, Brent.
You've proven once and for all that a sound economic infrastructure establishes confidence, trust, and a good life for everyone. Why demean yourself by negotiating with a religious cult?
Well, Her Holiness is a woman who...
I'm embarrassed for you, Chairman. Seriously, you're kneeling before con artists. I'm turning red. Look at me. I'm turning red just thinking about it.
I'm a diplomat, Brent. Her Holiness and I...
When you go to Antarctica and find JC, remember what hangs in the balance. I haven't told you just how powerful JC has become.
One of the other trainees, Billy Adams, has already gone through the gate.
She has signed her soul over to the Luddites, the haters of technology. Protect JC, or she could plunge the world into another dark age. Trust me, I was like her 20 years ago, and I still share some of the blame for triggering the collapse.
I thought you said JC was powerful.
He is, but the merger with the Helios AI has been problematic. He has fallen into a state of near catatonia and will be vulnerable until you can revive him.
How do I do that?
By transferring your biomod architecture to JC, you will complete his interface to the AI and bring him out of the coma. This is a job we intended for Paul, but now it falls on your shoulders.
Paul Denton?
He too is helpless and in need of our new systems. We thought we had the infusions perfected 3 years ago, but his body rejected them violently. He had to be cryogenically frozen until we could finish the design.
The leader of the Cairo facility, captured by the Templars.
Exactly. JC will tell you more. Please, don't delay. Every passing minute brings your friend Billy one step closer to murdering the only sincere leader humanity has ever had.
I found Her Holiness. Turns out she's Nicolette DuClare, an Illuminatus.
Of course she is. That was my precise purpose in sending you to save her, so that you would believe me when I say that we face a great danger. The Illuminati have been very successful at reshaping the post-collapse world. Control of our technology would allow them to create a hand-picked ruling elite.
How can they simultaneously support the ideals of the Order and the commercialism of the WTO?
The Illuminati have always sought just one thing: centralization. Centralization of wealth, power, and ideology. The implementation details are unimportant.
So they centralize wealth with the WTO and ideology with the Order. What about power?
That they hope to get from us. Extraordinary times, my young friend.
You bumped me! Back off!
What's happening? I've heard strange stories about Her Holiness.
Like what?
Just rumors. But is it true? Did she make a secret alliance with the WTO?
Her Holiness and Mr. Dumier are leaders of a secret society called the Illuminati.
I don't understand.
The woman you call Her Holiness is the daughter of the Illuminatus Beth DuClare. She founded the church after the collapse as a foothold to regaining power.
But how could she support the WTO?
She and Mr. Dumier knew that it would be too hard to pull together a global government from the chaos of the collapse. They chose to reinvent specific aspects of power and then bring them together later into one body.
The scriptures, though, were they...
A well-designed psychological tool.
I grew up in post-collapse Hong Kong. My parents were Max Chen and Maggie Chow, conspirators involved with MJ-12. I swore I would never ruin myself with lies the way they did.
You aren't the one to blame.
I deceived millions, hundreds of millions of people. I'm such a fool. I was one of the church's first disciples.
This is SSC headquarters for Trier.
Watch out! I pulled the pin!
Look, we'll split the... Bombs away! What do you want? Kill me over this?
Jesus, a grenade!
This guy made a big mistake.
The quest for purity continues in your name, right?
I think we've got it. Advance. I can handle myself better than I thought.
We've got to confront this guy.
Finally!
You've already turned on the generator, so now you must upload the sequencing module from the gate's control room.
Go away. What are you attempting?
I don't know where he is, but he better show up soon. The facility here is being raided by the Templars. So far we're holding our own, but I don't know how much longer that will last. This may be my last transmission.
the sequencing module at the computer terminal.